What is up, you sons of bitches? We're back with the Real Gamers podcast, and we are joined by not only Spectral, but we got a new guest on the show. Well, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I am James, yeah, I'm here now, so I don't have much to say, so yeah.
What up,
Alrighty.
you fucking scuzz buckets? Did y'all miss us?
Yeah.
It's your boy Spectral or Scooter, whatever the fuck you want to call me.
Took a,
Let's just get right down to business. I know it's been a while, but we've just been dealing with other shit right now. So, yeah, let's get right into it, shall we, Ghostly?
yes.
And
So-
yes, this is our new guest. We might have some more guests, but I don't know.
We do plan on bringing more guests, hopefully having a fourth permanent person soon. Maybe not soon, but eventually is what I meant to say. And we are going to probably have guests every once in a while. Whether that might be little Zeker's ass or not, we don't know. But as of right now, we're going to be talking about a new subject. Well, maybe not new, but new news anyways. Ubisoft.
Oh boy.
Now, let's just say they have been not having a good fucking time. They have not.
They've not been having a good year.
No, they have not. Now,
First, the biggest failure I've ever seen in my life, quadruple A game Skull and Bones. We might have talked about it last time, but yeah, that game was a colossal fucking failure. And now we get to now.
yeah, so I can't. They didn't release Assassin's Creed yet, but they did just release Outlaws, aka Star Wars Outlaws.
Yep.
And from what I've seen with that game, that is fucking pathetic.
Yeah.
They have fucking really went down the deep end. The fact that you can sit there and sitting in a fucking bush and shoot somebody without them even seeing you is fucking stupid. Like, even Far Cry, even that game, that game fucking works with the stealth. Why can't this game work with the stealth?
Not to mention, once you go into like a puddle of water, you instantly die, and the death animation is fucking hilarious. Like your female woke fucking character will be like, oh, and then it'll flash and you'll be back in like square one. Or
That little fucking alien following you around.
oh my god, what a ugly ass alien, dude. What is that, dude? What is that?
Looking like it came out of Cyberpunk version 1.0.
Fucking hate the smile. Hate that fucking smile.
Goofy ass
Can't
crack
believe-
smile.
Can't believe some people were actually excited for this game. I wonder how that turned out.
I don't know. Like, I don't know why people expect Star Wars games nowadays to even be good. Like, I don't. I mean,
Like-
yes, Fallen Order was pretty decent, but Jedi Survivor is a fucking travesty.
Nowhere near as good as Fallen Order, despite the
Yeah.
game's flaws. So, and honestly, I think besides the Knights of the Old Republic remake that I'm hoping is coming out soon, and Eclipse, who gives a fuck about these games? Who
Yeah.
cares? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just kind of over Star Wars, honestly.
I feel like
There's-
Star Wars had its time, and now it's just
There's
kind of
the Lego games, there's the prequel trilogy, and then there's the original trilogy. That's about it.
I will
And then
say,
yeah.
I forgot to mention. Sorry, I forgot to mention there was another good Star Wars game that did come out recently, but it's technically not a new game, but the Star Wars Saga collection.
Oh yeah, that game is great.
Yeah, it basically
Great.
just included all the older games with the newer games, so great game, but it's not new.
Phenomenal game.
Yeah,
It was even on PlayStation Plus at one point. I think it's on PS Plus right now.
damn. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, this game is already crashed and burned. I've seen the comparison video
yeah.
below.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
fucking
Fucking-
travesty.
pathetic. It died on release. Okay?
And please, guys, do not get excited for Shadow of whatever you want to fucking call it at this point. If you're gonna play an Assassin's Creed Japan type game, or Assassin's Creed Samurai, whatever the fuck you want to call it, just go play goddamn Ghost of Tsushima. Just do yourself a favor.
Sekiro.
Or even
Either-
Sekiro.
Yeah, either Neo, Sekiro, or Ghost of Tsushima. Those games fucking destroy what I'm seeing right now.
Or if you have to, Neo 2. I mean, even though that game, I mean, some of us don't have good opinions on that. Or, well, not good, but I mean, negative opinions about it, but yeah. I'd rather see somebody play Neo 2 than Ghost of or fuck Neo 2.
Assassin's Creed Shadows or whatever. And not to mention, I don't know if we talked about it last time, but they like misspelled some collector's edition thing. It was
they gave some like woke ass woman the opportunity to like fucking like do all this shit about the plot and the story and all this, and she's just making like the most woke characters. She fucking put the goddamn wrong like symbols on the statue so it said something totally entirely different. It's just it's not, it's disgraceful, and it's just terrible at this point how this company's went downhill. I mean, how did we go from like Ghost Recon Wildlands from just a few years ago to this? Yeah,
I have no idea.
It just I don't know. It pisses me off how people really do this shit to their consumers, but it is what it is. Well, I think we're done with Ubisoft now. So we're gonna get on to the next topic here. So, Concord. Now, Concord is, or how the fuck you say that goddamn name? It's the most stupidest name I ever heard. Concord
is what I call it.
Sound like being Fallout Town. But anyways, this game, now when me and Spectral was reacting to the game announcements from PlayStation.
State of Play.
State of Play, yeah, I forget the fucking names at this point.
Summer Game Fest.
We was watching the State of Play. Now, we didn't record it or react to it on recording, but we did react to it together. And essentially, as soon as we seen this game, we was like, fuck no, this game's gonna be terrible.
It's gonna die on release, I guarantee it. That's what I said.
And surprisingly, mostly everybody agreed. I mean, yeah, you had your little TikTokers and little Gen Z fanboys who, thought it was the best thing ever, but for the most part, everybody agreed this game's shit. It's going to die on release. And recently, I think in the past week or two, it came out. And boy, oh boy, was we right.
One of the biggest failures I have seen. Not just a game, but like as a project. Like, Sony approved this. 8 years of development. And guess what? It didn't even crack 700 people on Steam.
It's fucking sad.
It's just, not to mention, I forget what, it's a hero shooter. It's a typical hero, woke, rated T for teen shooter. It's not even good. Okay, it looks like dog shit. There was this game called Dustborn, and that game had a worse launch.
If I'm correct, though, I believe Concord, I think spent almost $350 million on their game just to barely peak 700. Just to peak 700 players.
That's insane.
That's fucking stupid.
8-year development. 8 years. What were you doing for 8 years?
Well, you see, we was trying to work on the animations.
When Dark Souls 3 came out, what have you been doing?
Whoever fucking developed this game, I forget their name, but they need to be shut down.
And Sony, this is an eye-opener for Sony, because now you have a humongous hundreds of millions of dollar failure on your ass now. And don't even get me started with the whole PS5 Pro thing. That ain't even out yet. Alright?
I didn't tell him directly, obviously, but I fucking said it multiple times, like 5 or 6 years back or whatever, on Sony's thing or whatever. I remember when they said, we want to work on more live service games. You know what I said? Focus on the single-player games. Don't even try to go to live service, because you're going to fucking fail. And what do they do?
And that's just what happened.
They've spent millions of dollars hiring these fucking studios just to have $350 fucking failures.
And I don't even think the developer even said anything yet. Like, well, give us a chance. Okay, we did give you a chance, and you fucking failed. You sold 25,000 copies as of right now, which is unbelievable. Okay, normally Call of Duty would make 1 million within the first 2 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, what were you doing for 8 years? I want to know.
8 fucking years. That's just like, at least Cyberpunk had like an open world. But
guess how long? Guess what? Guess another game that took 8 years to make.
What?
Red Dead Redemption 2!
Yeah?
Pitiful! And the game doesn't even look good! It looks like it came out in 2015!
Yeah?
Hey, we are still in the 8th gen, if I'm correct? We're still in the PS4 era. The PS5 at this point is just a PS4 with a turbo added. Okay? We didn't need the PS5 yet. Okay? Yeah, Xbox got their little release a bit early. But we didn't need the PS5 until like 2022 or 3. God damn. This has probably been the worst generation so far.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I just want to say, I don't understand when it comes. Yes, I get some people like live service, and I get sometimes it can be very profitable. I mean, look at fucking Fortnite. That's another discussion for another time. But them going the live service route was just a fucking idiotic idea. Like, they at this point, they need to just come to fucking old Ghostly here and just fucking ask me, should we release this game? Fuck no! Okay, thank you for saving us $350 million fucking dollars that we can use to make goddamn Days Gone 2. That game could be good.
I mean, god damn! I mean, this is just... It's... like, how dumb. These are literally Sony. They're in the Japanese boardroom. They're saying, okay, let's release this game. And put some... Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. That's just where I'm at. It just failed.
The only thing I can think at this point of them...
I hope Sony shuts down that fucking studio, whoever developed it. Because now they just cost them a fortune.
Yeah, and...
I'd be pissed too.
And I already know what Sony's gonna say. Well, I guess we need to make the PlayStation 6 because people ain't liking the PlayStation 5 now. That's the reason why the game failed. Just fucking stop trying to blame everything else and blame the fucking terrible game that you just released. The game that you let out your fucking doors and said that was okay.
Ooh. Not to mention... Okay, Xbox, okay, we'll get into them in a bit. But I'm telling you right now, Sony, okay, you've had Demon's Souls, you have Spider-Man, but at this point, the PlayStation 4 had 10 times the games. We had Bloodborne. I mean, not even just exclusive games. We had next-gen exclusive games. The Witcher 3, Dark Souls 3, not Hardline. You know, if they were making The Last of Us 3, they would have already done it by now. Did the math. Uncharted 4 at this point. What is Sony anymore?
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't the same people who made the PS2 or PS3. Okay? I mean, come on.
And, like, just developing the game or even just fucking releasing it at this point. Like, Concord, like, the only way I could ever think about this game just, like, being made is just a bunch of fucking idiots sitting around a round table just fucking drooling over themselves like, oh, should we release this? And then, like, the fact that the PlayStation fucking devs or whatever managers...
Oh, yeah. Go on.
The fact that these fucking PlayStation managers or whoever had control to fucking send the green light for this goddamn game, they fucking failed. They should be fired. They should be fucking fired. And they shouldn't even be able to work for fucking an indie dev at that point. I mean, that is just awful. I mean, don't you dare release a game like that again. And the fact is, PlayStation's gonna make every fucking, or Sony's gonna make every goddamn excuse on the book. Well, you see, this is why it failed. It wasn't because it was a bad game. But the fact is, it was a terrible fucking game that nobody wanted.
Terrible concept.
Nobody wanted a hero shooter!
People are tired of hero shooters. Nobody wants them anymore.
Nobody wants this fucking skill-based matchmaking.
Overwatch 2, or if you can even call it Overwatch 2, proved that. They don't want this anymore.
Characters with no fucking personality. Again, $350-some million for this piece of shit. And they have the audacity to sit there and say, well, instead of doing Days Gone 2, we're gonna do... Well, they didn't say this, but I'm just saying, they chose fucking Concord over a Days Gone 2.
Oh, on. Or a Bloodborne 2, because I think Sony owns the rights to Bloodborne, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they had so many other things they could have done. But instead, we get this fucking travesty that's never going to be remembered. The only thing it's going to be remembered for is being like the biggest failure of their fucking company.
I can't wait for the what happened videos. Those are going to be hilarious down the road. Also,
Yeah.
like, hear me out, okay? Wukong, another great game. I know you have different opinions, but great game. 4 years. 4 years. 30 people. And it sold 10 million copies within not even a month.
Yeah.
Concord, 8 years. I would say 1,000 developers and 800. I wouldn't even be surprised. $1 billion at this point went into this game. 25,000 copies, 600 people playing it, and getting absolutely trashed online. What does that say?
I don't fucking know at this point.
30 people made Wukong, and everyone's playing it. Oh no! Oh, Sony's screwed.
And don't use the excuse that, well, Wukong came out so it kind of took over the Concord hype, because there was no fucking hype in this game. There was none.
People, I'm surprised Wukong sold the way it did because no one was talking about it this year. People were just waiting on it, and then it came out, and everyone's talking about it again.
Yeah. I don't know. It just pisses me off that they choose that game over so many other games we could have got. Wasted that much money. And like I said, I guarantee in the next month or two we're going to be hearing them saying like some delusional fucking tweet or on X or Twitter or whatever the fuck you want to call it at this point about them saying, well, you see, it's because of this reason why this game didn't get as much love as it did. And it's like, just admit that you made a fucking failure of a game and move on.
You fucked up is what happened. You fucked up big time.
Yeah.
You made a woke hero shooter piece of shit game no one asked for, and that's why it failed.
Yep.
And going back to Outlaws, good concept, by the way. Terrible execution. What you did.
I don't know. Either way, I think that's all we have for Concord, anyways. So let us begin the next discussion. So the next topic is Andrew Tate. Now, they don't really know much about the situation going on right now, which is not big or massive or anything, information at least. But I guess roughly like 9 days ago, I believe, Andrew Tate went to Romania's court, or in Romania, he went to court or wherever, and I guess he got house arrest for everything, if I believe so. But now, he might actually have been a fucking trafficker, who knows at this point. I mean, he might be a master manipulator, or he might just be fucking, actually honest, but, we don't know that right now. All we know is, the cops, I guess, have been, like, breaking into his fucking house a lot. Like, they've been, like, climbing over his, like, big-ass wall and shit, and, like, fucking using battle rams to bust down the doors and shit to search his house all the time.
I guess, house warrants or search warrants aren't a thing in Romania.
Yeah, because they just do it all the time to him. I mean, like, even if he is, like, actually a trafficker and shit, them doing it, like, 50 different times is kind of weird. So, it really does, like, beg the question whether or not he actually is telling the truth or not about them being a corrupt society over there.
I never really liked Andrew Tate to begin with. I always thought he was kind of stupid with the things he said. But at the same time, he did say some funny shit.
He's a 50-50 for me. I agree with some of the stuff he says, and I also don't agree with some things. And I get he's not, like, the best person by no means, but at least Gen Z had, like, one person I could tolerate out of most of them. Like, dude's way better than fucking IShowSpeed, I'll tell you that.
God damn.
But yeah, that was just some small news I figured I'd talk about. And, it's not the biggest news in the world, but I just figured I'd bring it up just in case if anybody's interested, because we never really talked about him.
Guess what time it is?
Uh-oh. What's up?
DSP tries it.
DSP!
Time to get on this dude's ass. It's about time.
So, if you guys don't know, now, I know James and Spectral are Scooter, whatever you want to call him at this point, which we call him Spectral here at least.
Yeah.
But I follow locales. Now, I just find them pretty entertaining to keep track of. I don't follow all of them because some of them are fucking boring. I don't know why people follow them, like that King Cobra dude. I just don't get it. But DSP is one of the ones I keep track of, and boy, oh boy, has this dude been at it. So, if you guys don't know about this, I think this happened. Now, this has been an ongoing thing because this game's been out for roughly 7 years now. Basically, this dude started playing this game 7 years ago, aka called, let me see if I got the correct name here, WWE Champions. Now, if you guys don't know what game this is, it's the most stupidest shit you could possibly play. It's basically WWE, but if it was Candy Crush. Now,
Let me look this up. Hold on.
I didn't know shit about this game, okay? I didn't know what type of game he was playing on his phone. I just knew it was WWE. So I automatically assumed it was just like WWE, but on the phone.
Oh my god, you are right. It is. What the hell?
Holy
is this?
shit!
Now, when I heard that this dude spent this dude's entire life savings and win the debt,
What fucking Disney bullshit is this?
when I heard that this guy spent all of his life savings and went in the debt because of a mobile game, I was curious which one it was. He spent $40,000 that we know of on this fucking Candy Crush looking motherfucking game.
Oh dear.
No,
Oh,
and that's what we
God.
know of. That's what we know of. That's only 40 grand that we know of. That means he probably spent double that, if not triple.
You spent his whole mortgage on that, dude.
And the dude's crying because he's in debt right now, but it's like, bro, you put
It's your
yourself
fault.
there. You spent your money, your whole fucking life savings on a goddamn mobile game.
Before, I mean, this was around, when COVID first, but I had like kind of a slight respect for this dude, because this dude just kept on winning with the trolls and shit. He didn't care. He was getting money. And now this dude's $40,000 in debt. How am I supposed to respect that?
Yeah.
Let alone your complete dog shit at these games. He's still dog shit all these years later.
Now, again, the way that people found this out, and I don't encourage any of this before people start saying, oh my god, Ghostly supports this. But I guess supposedly people, like, somehow seen his, like, bank transactions or something, like, leaked his bank account or something, and that's how they found out he spent at least $40,000 on this game. And that's just fucking crazy to me. It really is.
Yeah.
And it's been proven that it's real, so it's not fake. He's definitely spent that much money on WWE Champions. A mobile game, by the way.
A mobile game.
And just recently, he made a new account, I guess because he didn't want to leak his actual account on stream and get it stolen somehow, so he just made a whole new account, like, to play on stream. And this dude, within, like, 1 hour, spent almost, like, $400 on the game already, on a new account. That he ain't going to use it, he said, unless if he's on stream.
Ugh.
God damn. Sorry about that. But anyways.
That's pathetic. I would never spend, unless it's like for a good reason. I would never spend money on. It's not happening. Unless it's like to remove.
Hello?
I knew it. I knew it lagged out. I knew it.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying the only reason why I would spend money on a mobile game would be to remove ads. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Micah's dog shit. I need to get a new one for Christmas.
I will say I did have my addictions back whenever I was like younger on mobile games, but I never spent. I think in total I might have spent a little bit over $100 on mobile games, but that was when I was younger, and I wasn't working for my money, obviously. But I will say, I spent a little bit of money on Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, and some Last Day on Earth. So obviously I had that going on, but I never spent $1,000, let alone 40 on a goddamn mobile game, especially one that looks like goddamn Candy Crush. I don't know.
Same goes for like AAA type games. I would never spend money on a skin. Nope.
I can't say I've never done that before because I'll have to talk about that some other time with the whole other topic going on with that.
Spending like over like $500. I mean, come on now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet. Was it worth it? I would like to know.
Another another topic real quick about locales, which I'm just bringing this up just for a second, but Wings of Redemption, I remember back in the day, like when he had his actual account on Siege, he fucking spent, I think, $5,000 just to get all the, like, what do they call those goofy ass skins anyways? The fucking, not heroics or anything like that, but elite skins. Oh, I got elite skin, dude. It's got a little animation that plays after you win the game.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But guess what? I spent $25 to look like that, so I'm a fucking bum, it seems. Like anybody who buys a goddamn elite skin in that game, it has to be stupid. They have to be. Like,
Yeah.
like just to have a little tiny animation at the end of the game and look a little bit different than everybody else. Whippy.
Yeah.
Congrats. You wasted $25 that you could have used on something else.
One thing I do have to say about the whole WWE Champions thing, I'm looking at the reviews on Google Play right now. There are like multiple reviews of people just not being able to enter the game at all,
Jeez.
which is just fucking insane.
And this is what the
It
dude
doesn't
chooses
even
to spend
look
his life
good.
savings.
Yep.
Like, it's not WW, it's WW fucking F. Hey, I'm OG. WWF. Who would want to play a WWF mobile?
I think the reason why he likes the game so much is because, like, when he gets off stream, all he does, I supposedly heard, is, like, he fucking drinks and shit. And, like, his wife doesn't want nothing to really do with him, so he just kind of, like, lays around and just, like, gets drunk and fucking plays WWE Champions.
Well, then leave them. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
Well,
I'm a fucking idiot too.
I think it's because he kind of supports her, but she has, like, a part-time job, so, like, technically she still pays for a few things,
Well,
but...
still, you could easily get like an apartment.
Yeah.
Fucking dumbasses just want to mooch off his, just mooch off the house. It's crazy.
But yeah, other than that, of course, of him spending all that, which, again, that was like a couple years ago, so I'm sure he spent a lot more now. But like the new news for him, at least right now, is he obviously spent that $400 on WWE on stream. That's like the first time he's actually like showed him buying shit on stream. And then I guess he also was not happy with the guy that makes videos on him, Duty Streams. And then he played Wukong. I guess he didn't really like it because I guess he said it was like too like Elden Ring-ish or something.
It's not even close to being as hard as Elden Ring. Get the fuck out of here.
And the last time I heard anything from him, I think was yesterday, and he was like basically like not happy with Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which I have to say, who fucking would have not have, or who would have guessed that he wouldn't have fucking liked it? Like, who would have guessed nobody wouldn't have liked it
He
anyways?
doesn't like anything that doesn't make him win. It doesn't kiss his ass.
I mean, sometimes you're gonna fail, but I mean, you just gotta learn from your mistakes, and unfortunately, he just does not learn from his fucking mistakes.
And I hate this slang, but get fucking good, you know?
Yeah.
Not in the way to where you gotta start sweating, but get decent at the game, dude. You're not... Come on, dude. When he was playing MGS, he was getting caught constantly. He was like, I don't understand! Like, this game's bullshit. No, you keep on getting caught, dude. It's a stealth game, dude. Come on.
Well, he wants to blame it on like the game, that it's the game's fault that he gets caught or gets killed, but it's just he doesn't want to like play any different. He wants to play his way or no way.
You can't do that in Sekiro. You gotta play one way and one way only.
Yeah, because I guarantee in that game he's probably just wanting to fucking run up and slash him in the face and that's it. But instead you got to actually parry and shit.
I might be wrong, but I don't think he's ever beaten a Souls game that I know.
Well, I can't say that. I don't know about Dark Souls or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure if I remember he did do Bloodborne and he also did beat Elden Ring.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know if he finished the Elden Ring DLC. I know he definitely got like into the middle part of it, but I don't know if I ever seen him finish it.
He's not gonna make it. I don't even want to get into the DLC right now because the difficulty compared to the base game is atrocious.
Yeah,
It's not even fair from what I've seen, and I have noticed. It's a good DLC. It's its own game at that point, but it doesn't look fun.
pretty sure I already stated my opinion on it, obviously, but I'm not gonna support. Well, Here, I'm gonna rephrase it. I really, really wanted it to be physical, the DLC. They released a physical copy of the game's entry edition or whatever, or entry or whatever. Erdtree, yeah. And obviously they included a fucking code for whatever reason, I don't know. But they did. So, I don't know.
I would say if you love Elden Ring, you really dig it, then get it. But if you really struggled with it and you just like Elden Ring, then don't get it. Because all that DLC is a big, big, big boss rush. It's still good, but I like to see you get past that final boss. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I do plan on playing it sooner or later. Right now I'm just focused with Neo for my Souls type game for now. I do want to say,
Also, by the way, I'm sorry. Sekiro, overrated. Sorry. It's a great game, don't get me wrong. Not even close to being as good as Dark Souls 1, 3, or Elden Ring.
yeah, I see way too many people saying it's like the best Souls game in any out of all the Souls games, and it's just not true.
No. And regardless of what you think about, Game Awards or whatever, I guess it did deserve it, but Resident Evil 2 Remake was right there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say one thing though. I don't understand why they released this edition for the PS5 copy. Now, I think they also did it for Xbox, but again, I might be wrong here. But I'm pretty sure they did do the 2 discs for Xbox.
Nah, I gotta check.
I think. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about MK11. But I'm pretty sure they did that. Now, again, I don't understand the whole, Xbox can get to this thing, but PlayStation can't. I don't understand that. Maybe it's something to do with the Blu-ray disc or something. I don't know. But while he's looking that up, I just want to say, guys, if you're ever going to re-release something, I'm talking about Cyberpunk PS5 edition. I'm talking about Elden Ring Entry, whatever the fuck you want, Erdtree, whatever you want to call it, edition. Don't release a re-release a edition of the game if you're not going to include the shit on the disc. There's no point. If I wanted a fucking code, there's no reason to even get a code. Why not just buy it from the fucking store? I mean, it's the same thing. Type in a code or buy it from the store. I mean, it's still going to be a digital thing, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Fucking disgrace. So that's the reason why I don't really support that game as of right now. Well, I still want to play it, don't get me wrong. I just don't support the DLC as of right now. Maybe if I absolutely love it, then I'll give it a try, but that's if I love it.
Yeah, I think it's digital code for Xbox too, so...
I was probably thinking about Mortal Kombat then. Anyways.
The thing is that they made bank off Elden Ring. No reason. No... God damn, what the lag! There's no reason why they shouldn't do it.
Yeah. I think that's all we have for DSP at the moment.
Fucking trash-ass mic.
Did you, sling it across the room?
No, I was shaking it like I was...
choking the fucking mic out.
Man.
Work! Work! Sorry if I'm blowing y'all's eardrums out. I just have to make sure it works.
Yeah.
Well...
Alright,
next topic.
Now, I don't know if you want to get into this right now, but we can go ahead and talk about the Mortal Kombat situation.
Ho 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 ho. NetherRealm, you pieces of shit. You fucking pieces of shit. You start off, by the way.
So
this is post season 1 of characters, by the way, so we're talking about the Chaos Realm thing.
Mm-hmm.
I might go a little backstory between this, so yeah, go on.
Now, again, before we get into this real quick, I just want to say my opinion on MK12 or MK1 still stands. I started playing the game. I was not impressed with it at all. The campaign or the story was okay up until the last 75% of the story. That last 25% was just fucking awful.
Yeah.
The gameplay, I just think it's too slow and sluggish, if you ask me. I think the cameo system kind of like slows the shit down. Plus, I think the cameo characters should have been base roster.
Yeah. I think the cameos are disgraceful. That's what I'm gonna say.
I feel like the cameos, the only reason why they even added them anyways was just so they could say, well, we did something new. Well, you might have did something new, but it ain't fucking good. So, again, the cameos fucking suck. And then obviously you had the towers thing, or the whatever you want to fucking call it, that little chessboard bullshit that they did in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Seems boring to me. I never played it.
Terrible.
And again, the reason why I also didn't like this game is because when you put the game in, just start to try to play it on the 1.0 version, all you got's the fucking campaign, and you got, like, you can do the one-on-one fights, but you're not going to be able to do anything with them, really. Like, you can't unlock tower endings, basically, on 1.0. You can't unlock customization for your characters. You can't even unlock half, like a good chunk of, like, 4 or 5 of the characters on, like, base roster, because, like, you need to update it.
It's like, developers, when you release your game, make sure it's in the best state it could possibly be, with all features available on the 1.0 edition, so we don't have to rely on a fucking 7 gigabyte patch. Please.
Yeah, I mean, again, eventually they might do that Mortal Kombat 11 thing where they do the Ultimate Edition. And if they include it on this, then I'll buy it. But if it's going to be another fucking code, I don't want it. I don't.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely doing my research.
If you're going to get Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, get the PS4 version.
Yeah, because PS5, for whatever fucking reason's a code, and the PS4 version is 2 discs. Don't ask why.
Yeah, and when it says to download the PS5 version, it'll be like, oh shit, I could play this game in 60 FPS now. No, the DLC characters will still be locked. So.
And another thing I realized was with the whole PS4 version, I will say it's better, and it's definitely the best thing you could probably buy for that game. But I realized some of the like outfit packs that you're supposed to be included in the game was not included. So
I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the world. It's just, again, it's something that they should have done, but oh well. Anyways, back to MK12. So, we recently got this, well, when I say recently, it's probably been like a month now, because I'm just so late to the news and everything. But, recently they announced the character roster for, well, season 1
2.
or season 2.
Well, the second and possibly final roster for this game.
And this whole season bullshit, I don't know why they have to do this shit. It doesn't need to be in this game. It doesn't. So anyways, we're getting a new character roster. As you guys know, that fucking character roster from last time went out with a fucking whimper, if you ask me. I mean, half of the voice actors wasn't even voicing the original characters that they had in that. Like, the voice acting was fucking dog shit. I remember John Cena trying to voice act the superhero guy. I forget his name because there's no point in even trying to remember it.
Peacemaker.
Such a fucking boring-ass hero, if you ask me.
Just not impressed by it the whole game. So.
But the first one, we got basically like these superhero / villain type characters, and I didn't really care for it. Yeah. I mean, the only notable one, I guess, was, even then, like, he should have been in the game, but Quan Chi, I guess, was kind of cool. And I say kinda, because it's not even that cool. But overall, the first fucking character roster was awful. Then we get this announcement. And, you know, the first character I think I remember them announcing, like, you know, the first one that popped up on the video was the Scream. Now, I don't necessarily think Scream should be in Mortal Kombat. But either way, I am excited for him. But I'm not playing the game regardless. I don't give a shit about him being in the game regardless, because I don't care about the game. But I will say it is cool to have Scream in a Mortal Kombat game. Or just a game in general, because we've never really seen Scream. Now, I don't know who's the voice actor, if we're going to be getting the original voice actor or not, but hopefully. But, either way, Scream's pretty cool. Now, we also got like a barbarian dude and stuff, and I don't give a shit about him. I don't.
Yeah, Conan or whatever.
Then you got Noob Saibot, which I'm actually was excited for, but they changed his design and made him look like a fucking Roblox character. well, you see, we want to make them feel fresh. Well, sometimes their original design needs to stay that way. Sometimes. And even then, they could have just done like a slightly changed version of the older version and made him look a little bit cooler. That's all they had to do. But instead, they make him look like a fucking Roblox character, and he looks stupid. Looks like he has a box head. But anyways, so there's that. And then I can't remember. There was another person other than the last two. Who the fuck am I thinking of? I can't remember. Point is, there was some other like 80s movie character, if I remember correctly. But then we get fucking Cyrax and Sector.
Dear.
And Sector. Or Sector, sorry. And this whole redesign bullshit that they're trying to do ain't working. It ain't. It just makes it look even more fucking stupider than it is. Now, they gender swapped them to female. Now, and I'm just gonna let Spectral take over. I'm so fucking pissed.
No, you take over.
Either way, oh, I remember now. Okay, sorry. I do want to say real quick, Terminator. Terminator was definitely another one, which, again, we already got him in 11, which I know it's a different model, but...
It's not the one that everyone thinks about. It's the other dude from the second movie, so...
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I get it. He's different than the other Terminator, but still, we already got Terminator 1, so there's no point in having another Terminator in the Mortal Kombat franchise, I say. But anyways, they gender swapped the characters, and I don't know, it sounds like they're doing some kind of like story thing now, like a aftermath story for 12, basically. And I guess like the Sector and Cyrax is going to be in them. I just don't get it. I mean, they want to use this excuse, like saying, oh, well, we want everything to be new and blah, 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 and we don't want it to feel the same. But it's like, I would rather have it feeling the same. Because, like, at the end of the day, people who are Cyrax and Sector fans, all we fucking... Yeah, Spectral. All we asked for was one simple fucking thing.
Sector and Cyrax are my favorite characters in the whole series. So...
All we asked for was one fucking thing. Just bring the characters back and keep them OG. That's all. We didn't ask for a redesign.
Ed Boon wants to give the whole, it was, Liu Kang's multiverse bullshit excuse, and I think that's terrible. Well, what if they turned Katana and Mileena into that would cause an uproar. So...
I think what he meant to say was a guy. Because his mic's kind of cutting out.
I got it, because this mic's a piece of shit.
But anyways. But yeah, it fucking pisses me off. I know I didn't sound very upset, but I'm just more disappointed right now than anything. I don't know how the story thing's going to play out, if that's what they're doing, if I remember. All I know is that it's going to fucking fail. I'm sorry. There's not even hardly anybody playing this game. I think last time I checked, somebody said that Mortal Kombat 11 had more players than 12 right now. Or 1.
Yeah, it does. And also, I'm done with Mortal Kombat now. I have no desire to play this series anymore, and I'm just going to move on to Tekken. So...
Before we end the Mortal Kombat subject real quick, I do want to say one last little thing here. Now, I'm pretty sure this is true, because he said it in the interview, so don't hold my word to it if it becomes, if people find out something's, like, fake about this. But... from what I heard from an interview that he did, Ed Boon fucking said that Mortal Kombat is almost getting to the point to where it's becoming like a Marvel or fucking DC type like series.
Yeah, right.
Like where it's just going to continue forever and there's going to be endless stories.
No. I'd say they have until the end of the 2030s, and I think the Well and Reservoir... I've run out at that point.
I really think MK1 should be the last like MK game they ever do, personally. Now, they could do like remasters or remakes maybe, but I feel like they'll fuck it up if they do remakes. So maybe just do like a little collection of like the older Mortal Kombat games and like a remaster. Kind of like the Metal Gear Solid collection. Leave most of the shit leave most of the shit the same. Just, give us a good package for a good deal for next gen. And there you go.
Yeah.
But I think that's all they really have. I mean, if they try to do another MK game, a newer one with this whole timeline bullshit, it's just gonna fail. It's gonna be woke. It's gonna be
and again, just them gender swapping two of my favorite, not only characters in the series, but some of my favorite characters in a video game. Period. Them gender swapping them is just an absolute disgrace.
yeah. Well, on to the next subject at hand here. Now, I want to talk about this, so let me pull it up quick. Let's see. Okay, so I kind of want to talk about how Rainbow just added this fucking operator. Oh man, I fucking despise this game. I know I was recently playing it a couple months back, but I really do fucking despise this game. So they added a new operator. Not nothing out of the, unusual for them. Let's add a new operator every like 4 months. Make people wait 4 fucking months just for a character with like not even a new gun, just like a slightly new ability, and that's it. But anyways, they added this new character into the game. Oh well, I guess it's like early access right now, from what I would think.
I've seen some pictures. It does not look good.
And people are losing their fucking minds. It's a character in a tactical shooter, but she's in a wheelchair.
Oh, I did not know that.
She is in a fucking wheelchair in a tactical shooter. Now,
What?
So stupid.
I know.
That's okay.
So, I don't know if this is like for...
No wonder why people don't play Rainbow or don't like it anymore.
I don't know if this is like this whole like Ubisoft thing where they're trying to pull something like, oh, well, we want to include everybody bullshit, or if they're just doing this to be cool or unique. But I don't know how this is going to work exactly because, again, it's a tactical fucking shooter. So I don't know if we're going to have some operator just rolling around in a wheelchair with a fucking assault rifle going, bah, 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 bah. Or if we're going to actually have like a person that uses like an ability. Now, from what I understand, her ability is she like can control this robot from her like wheelchair that like shoots and like runs around and shit. So I don't know if like, maybe you just play as the fucking robot, or if like you can roll around with like a pistol or something, and maybe you can like, summon in the robot or something. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me, and it just looks fucking pathetic. Ugh, and all the freaking Siege fanboys are already trying to defend that. Well, you see, it's cool. It's like, dude. I don't know. That's like saying, like, let's make a new Spider-Man game where, like, fucking Peter Parker's in the goddamn wheelchair the whole entire game. It's like, dude. I just don't know how it's gonna work. But we'll see. I haven't watched anything. I think it is, like, there actually is gameplay of it, so I haven't really paid attention to it, nor do I really care, but maybe I might look it up just to see, to talk about next time. Oh, boy. Another subject I want to talk about real quick. I know we get into this a lot in the podcast, but I just can't stand people like this. So, it's mostly to do with these Gen Z kids nowadays. Again, I don't have nothing against any Gen Z kid. It's just the majority of them really ruin the reputation. But I don't understand the thought process of these fucking fanboys. Like, it pisses me off. It does. Because nowadays, you got these Gen Z kids who only, I couldn't imagine this, but the only games they ever fucking play is these, competitive, shooters. And anytime, a game comes out, let's just say Shadow of War, you try to throw that in front of them, and they're automatically like, well, you see, it's kind of weird.
They're automatically disgusted.
Yeah, because it has to be a shooter with guns.
There's no skibbity toilet in there or nothing.
No TikTok dances. It's just fucking medieval shit with, unique storylines. And then, they just fucking, their brain just haywires and just, I don't know. It really does piss me off just seeing these people. Because, I feel like that's part of the problem with gaming right now. The reason why these devs ain't learning is because they just, they have a fucking supportive fan base that's stupid, that just supports and buys every fucking Call of Duty. That I don't know. It's just like Black Ops 6.
It's because they have to play Call of Duty, regardless of how bad it is. I mean, they have to.
And like I said, I wouldn't even be
and
talking
same,
shit.
Same goes for these content creators. They don't care.
I wouldn't even. I'd be playing Call of Duty right now, but the game's shit. The series is shit.
It's been shit. It's been shit for like 5 years, and I have no desire to come back.
And
So-
to the people who sit there and say, "Well, the last decent Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 19," no, the fuck it wasn't.
No, that was the one where it started downfall. So now people are starting to realize that that game killed this franchise with
Yeah.
the new engine, with the new tactics and everything.
Now, again, we're going to get into the Call of Duty discussion for another time. It's just too long. But I will say, for me, the downfall of the series was after World War II, which I think even then it was starting to get kind of low. But
Yeah.
Black Ops 4 really did it for me. That's where I just kind of, pretty much gave up on it. Well, not gave up, but that's where I kind of started
I'm
to definitely.
sorry, but Black Ops 4 is a terrible game. It's terrible.
It
I'm
is.
Sorry.
I hate it.
I have no. It's not a Black Ops. Along with 3, it ain't good. Okay, no campaign. Right. Then you introduce Black Ops, which is terrible. It's a battle royale. There's nothing else to. And then I literally said it. Said these words. Call of Duty turns into a battle royale. I'm done. And look what happened. That SBMM didn't kill it. It was Warzone that killed. So
Well, I don't know what's going on with your mic.
it's fucking trash, is what
Yeah.
it is. This mic, I'm getting a new one. That's what I'm getting.
As you say, you're cutting in and out.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I do have one point that I would like to get to, but if just tell me when I can get to it, because then yeah.
Well, I think that subject's pretty much done at this point, and I gotta figure out the next one
Again.
anyways, so...
Again, Warzone killed Call of Duty. So
Yeah, we'll get into full details sooner or later. It's just right now, we don't have the time for that discussion at least, but... I'll go ahead and let
I'll
James...
just record my shit on PlayStation.
I'll let James take over from here with what he has to say, and then I'll continue with the next subject, and we might be getting close to the end of this podcast, so yeah.
Alright, so basically, I don't know, I can't remember if this already came out or if it's coming out, but the Retro Realms Halloween game.
Oh?
I think it's coming out.
Yeah. It's also a double feature, so it's but I'll get to that in a second. Basically, it's a retro-style 16-bit Halloween platformer, which is, from the trailer, looks actually good. And I'm not going to talk too much about this, because this is just kind of a quick point I wanted to make. But there's, like, in the trailer, there's, like, segments of a prison level. There's segments of just outside the Halloween house. And now I'm going to get into the double feature part. The other half of that 2 games is a Ash versus the Evil Dead retro game, which again sounds awesome. So
I think I did see something about that.
Yeah, I heard some people. Some people didn't really like how it was 16-bit. People actually wanted like a full-fledged game, but I don't know.
I think the 16-bit works. I like it, and they're not like toning down any of the gore or anything. So it's just it looks pretty good.
I gotta rewatch Evil Dead again.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested because I did in fact see this at a physical release, and I was like, I just didn't know if because some people were saying like it looked what's it called, like cheaply made, but I didn't look into it, so I just never really heard much about it.
Well, you have to watch the trailer then, because I don't think it's cheaply made. The sprite work is amazing.
Because I do like 8-bit, 16-bit shit, so I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but I think it looks pretty good. That's pretty much all I wanted to say about it. I'm pretty excited for it. So,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I see you. I see you.
All right.
Real quickly, I do want to announce one little thing here, real quick. I did want to say the reason why we're not doing the Lethal Company discussion right now, because we did have like a whole segment planned for this. It's just obviously we're running low on time today. We don't have a whole lot of time to record. The next podcast, I'm thinking that's when we're going to talk about the Lethal Company discussion, because there is a lot to catch up on.
Yes.
We did plan on doing episode 4 a while ago. It's just I was in the process of doing a lot of stuff. I was too busy.
Yeah.
And, that's the reason why it got so delayed, because we was going to talk about the car and all that shit in version 55. But now, since the new update's out, we're going to be combining not only version 55, but also version 60 into one video, plus talking about a whole lot of other stuff and doing some new things for the
And
podcast.
little teaser. Burnt out on what?
But yeah, it definitely will be next time. It's just we don't know when next time's going to be, obviously. So, I just figured I'd talk about that real quick. Next discussion here, real quick. I wasn't going to bring it up because I don't really give a shit about this, but I am going to bring it up just in case if some people on here are still interested. Apparently, Dying Light 2 was going to get an expansion called like The Beast or something, but it ended up turning out it was so big compared to like an actual size DLC that they're just going to release like a physical game. Well, not physical, but I don't know about the physical part, but I know that they're releasing like an actual different game. Whether it comes out in physical or not, I don't know.
Feel like it should have came out many, many years ago at this point.
But Dying Like the Beast. Now, when you watch the trailer, you can obviously tell who's in it. Kyle Crane. Now, me and Scooter might have, or me and Spectral might have some, separate opinions about this, but I do believe that they only did this for like, getting people hyped up because, like, oh, it's Kyle Crane. Because to be honest, I mean, yeah, I would like to see what.
Nostalgia bait.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that fucking chipmunk Captain Price in Modern Warfare 19. It's like, it's just, it's a fucking dead corpse with their hands stuck up their ass making them dance. That's all it is. But, again, this might be good. It might not. I don't know. Supposedly it's not a full price game. So, it might be like a $50 game. And if it's physical, I'll try it. But, if it's going to be digital only, I don't know. But as of right now, I just don't have any intentions of really even playing it, even if it does come out in physical right now. Because, like, if it came out tomorrow, I wouldn't even really have the, hype for it, really, I guess you could say. Because, there is a lot of things coming out this year. My agenda is booked for games, at least, from, my backlog, but also the newer games. Because, in October...
I need to see more of it, though.
Yeah.
I want it to be good. But
yeah.
I got better shit to do.
After Dying Light 2 being the next Cyberpunk, I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
But my agenda's booked anyways. Like, I've got so much shit to worry about. Like, in October, we got not only Silent Hill 2, but Alan Wake 2, the Deluxe Edition physical release.
And we got Life is Strange.
And Life is Strange, which unfortunately I might have to hold off on that for a little bit since I'll be too busy with the other games.
Mm-hmm.
But super excited for Silent Hill 2. It's gonna be like my official first game where I could actually sit down and play it. Unlike the rest of them, I kind of tried when I was younger.
Hoping Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake comes out this year. I don't see the point why not, but hoping it does.
And boy, oh boy, I'm so worried for next year with GTA 6 coming out. If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure we have a fall release date for that, so I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah. It might get delayed.
Yeah, it's true, but don't be surprised if it gets delayed again. I won't be surprised if it does.
At this point, I think we should all know about how they are at this point, because I mean, GTA 5 got delayed multiple times. I was gonna say it, but Red Dead Redemption 2 got delayed a bunch of times. So, I don't know. I mean, again, it might not get delayed, but I'm gonna be very surprised if it doesn't.
Hopefully, because
Yeah.
I mean, we've waited too long for this game. We've waited way too long.
Yeah. On the next
Plus,
oh,
I feel like, I'm sorry, but after GTA 6, I think Rockstar needs to start focusing on smaller games. Is it lagging?
kinda.
No, you're good right now.
Well, right
Okay,
now you're fine.
like, well, smaller games like Manhunt 3, Bully 2, something like that.
Yeah.
Because these big open world games are way too long to make. Did it lag out again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna stop talking because this shit's pissing me.
Uh,
Yeah, glad you think it's funny.
Anyways, on the next topic, I mean, it's a small topic, but I just wanted to mention it. I don't know if anybody's a fan of him or used to follow him back in the day, but a couple days ago, Deller did come back. I guess he moved somewhere new now, and he's like streaming again, so that's cool. I personally don't have the time to watch him right now, or if I even do in the future, but you know, it's still cool to see somebody that I used to watch come back. Another topic, real quick.
Yeah.
This might be a tiny topic as well, but Arcane Season 2 actually got leaked. I don't know any of the leaks or anything. I'm not going to spoil anything.
Nope.
But it is cool to see that it is coming out pretty soon because they've been doing all the announcements and trailers. And from what I've
I
seen,
think November, correct?
yes. And from what I've seen, it just looks phenomenal, as always.
Yeah. Can't wait to see it.
Also, on the topic of Arcane, we also do have, I don't know about a DVD release, but I definitely know we got a Blu-ray release, physical. So, I don't know when that was coming out again. Oh, I think it says, I don't know if this is the pre-order date or if this is the date that if this is the date that's going to come out. But supposedly it says it's going to be September the 24th on Blu-ray. So be on the lookout for that if you guys want to. Now, keep in mind that is season 1 before anybody thinks it's season 2. But I definitely know I'm going to get it. So you know, if you guys are planning on getting it too, September 24th. I don't know if that's pre-order day or not, but either way, comes out then. What was the next subject? Oh yeah, Black Ops 6 real quick, I just want to say, it looks fucking awful. I think I already said it at the beginning, but I want to say it again. There's just so many things they're trying with this game. It's not going to work. They got this Ami movement. Some people say it was like Advanced Warfare's Ami movement, but I have to disagree. It looks way worse.
Yeah.
From the clips I'm seeing, people's dolphin diving more than I could possibly fucking imagine drop shotting.
There's people dolphin diving and getting like sniper kills. I'm not dealing with that.
Well, you see, Spectral, it's just like Max Payne, but Call of Duty.
Yeah, well, Max Payne, you have slow motion, and you're the main character, so it's more fun then.
I mean, if they would have done it just for the campaign, I might have been fine with it, but I don't know. The multiplayer should have never been added. They know how people abuse this fucking movement shit nowadays. After that discussion, the Chris Chan footage came out. Yeah, footage came out. Nothing too important there to say, but just figured I'd say it. Yeah, so this is the game I was talking about that also released around the same time as Conquered, but it's called Dustborn.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember how much money they spent on this, but I remember it was something ridiculous, and there were so many years of development for this game. So fucking many.
God.
And
it's even bigger. It was even a bigger failure than Concord was.
I didn't even know this game was coming out. I just heard about it being a fucking failure. So I don't know too much about this game. I've not seen too much. So correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Let's just say the main purpose of this game is you're trying to cancel people.
Yeah. Oh. So that's like the big mechanic that they got going on for that game. Well, either way. Holy shit.
And again, I'm going to say this again. After GTA 6, Rockstar needs to go back to... See what I mean? It tries to cut me out.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I'm just... So you can read. right?
Yeah.
As he was cutting out, trying to explain why you're cutting.
Dude.
Okay, anyways, I'll take it over real quick. So, Dustborn, I don't know if you guys are gonna correct me or not in the comments or whatever, but it did kind of look like a Life is Strange type game with choices and shit. I think there's like fighting and stuff too in the game, like you're supposed to cancel people to fight him or something. But it looks fucking stupid. It looks like Life is Strange if it was woke, and it just does not look good, at all, really.
What game?
Dustborn.
Oh, it does. Yeah, no.
And
Nope.
I seen this clip in particular, and it was just like this most like awkward cringe fest of a fucking like scene I've ever seen in a
And,
video game.
Ghostly, check your direct messages on Discord and read it out.
Alrighty. Oh, okay. So this is what he was trying to say when it cut it out, obviously. So GTA 6 needs to go back to smaller type games like Manhunt 3 or possibly even a Bully 2. Now, I definitely agree with that. I feel like the problem with Rockstar right now is, now, obviously, the GTA Definitive Edition was a big fucking massive failure. But I feel like they focus on too many massive projects like GTA 6, Red Dead Redemption, blah blah blah. And they don't fucking put the resources in the games that they could get out in like a couple of years or 4 years or something. So like we're just kind of stuck with this like company that's really good at making games, but they're just taking too long to make them.
Yeah, they're taking way too long to make them.
And the thing
Way too
is,
long.
this company's got a lot of fucking what do you call it? Like franchises under its fucking belt at this point.
But we don't want to offend people anymore.
Again, yes, you're gonna hurt some people's feelings making these games. But that doesn't matter. You got a majority of the people supporting you, so what's it matter if you piss off a couple little fanboys? Or not even fanboys at that point. Because if you actually love this series, then, you ain't gonna sit there and just try to cancel it. Just because it said something offensive.
Yeah.
I know that's basically been the whole topic of this podcast, just canceling and being offensive and stuff, but my god, it's just getting ridiculous nowadays.
They're too scared, and Take-Two is also scared.
Oh my god, they're scared of any fucking little competition they can get. Like, a free mod that nobody makes money off of gets taken down because they don't want to be, face any kind of competition. Fucking... Ugh.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know whose fault is it. Either it's Take-Two's fault, most likely, or Rockstar's fault. Maybe it's both, but I don't know.
Well, it's been pretty much confirmed that it was Take-Two at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm just assuming it's them. I mean, like I said, I didn't do any research or anything, but...
There shouldn't be a reason why we haven't gotten a game since Red Dead Redemption 2, and not even GTA 6. Like a Bully 2.
Or even a Bully...
Like a Bully remake or something.
That's what I was about to say, a Bully remake, or... It would be really cool if we got like a Manhunt, like, remastered collection, or even like a Bully / Manhunt collection.
Yes! Like a Rockstar classic.
I would easily pay $70 for that.
Like you get Manhunt, you get Midnight flagging out again. Come on.
We're gonna be seeing a very big rant from the next podcast for his mic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till some people are gone so I can go off. So.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I have any more topics because we're getting towards the end of the podcast at this point. And again, I do apologize if any of you guys are disappointed that it's a smaller podcast since it's been a while. But again, we just gotta.
We're just running low on time.
Yeah, and again, these podcasts, they take time to make. They take time to edit, and most importantly, they take time to set up. So we all three have to be clear. Have time.
Yeah.
And be able to sit down for hours.
The stars have to align for all of us to get here, especially me.
Yeah, and normally I wouldn't have a problem with this, but unfortunately with a lot of things going on in my life at the moment, it just makes it super hard now for me to have like time and have a perfect time set and everything. The Five Nights at Freddy's game, looks pretty meh.
Yeah,
Into
I've seen.
Into
Yeah.
the Pit.
Yeah, Into the
It
Pit.
actually looks.
I have it. It's actually really good.
Yeah.
Really?
It looks pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's. I have it. It's amazing.
Oh.
Way better than Security Breach. Tell you that.
For $20 on Steam, it's worth it.
Well, I might have to give it a try then.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I knew about that game is it went way under the radar for most people.
Yeah, I wasn't excited for it either.
Yeah, it
but
got
then-
released a day early in like Japan or something, so Scott had to release it a day early.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I'm gonna retire, and then he doesn't retire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
uh,
probably the smart decision to not let those cancel culture weebs get the.
Silence.
Did you not hear that, dude?
No,
it was
I just-
really
it-
green.
It cut out to silence, man.
I'm about to leave. Like honestly, at this point,
ugh.
like this is just fucking pitiful.
Anyways.
But as I was saying, glad Scott didn't let those cancel culture weebs get to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's funny?
I don't know. I just like whenever I think about you just going on like a big monologue about like a certain topic, and then you just fucking like cut down.
I don't know if it's the mic or
Uh,
if it's my speech. I don't know.
I think it's just the mic.
you might have a
Like,
setting.
can you hear this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it is a garbage ass mic.
Well, not saying you do, but there was a setting on everybody's PC for a microphone at least that like cuts out the background noise essentially. So it like tries to cut your voice off when it can. And
I don't know, man.
I did that recently, but I mean it doesn't really do anything with me or my microphone personally, but it might be doing it to you, so if you might have to turn it off if you do have it on.
I'm just gonna get a better mic.
So, I was going to talk about the skill-based thing not being a problem right now, but I am going to talk about that some other time at the moment. But I do have one final thing to talk about.
All right.
And let me do some looking real quick here. Oh god, okay. Fucking hell, man. I guess... Wait, what? They haven't even updated this game? Huh. Well, anyways, to the last subject for this podcast for right now is the finals. Now,
Yep.
I might have talked about this before, but I fucking hate the finals. I do. I despise everything about this game. I was kind of excited for it when I seen it because it looked kind of cool. And people were saying it's like a mini Battlefield type game and like destroyable environments and shit, and it looked really fun. But when I get into the game, and I just fucking see this, what is it? Fucking movement. Like, people jumping up and down, fucking bungee jumping up to the ceiling and just spraying me and shit. And then having this dude chase me for almost 5 minutes straight while I'm trying to reload. It's fucking pitiful. The balancing in this game is awful. And anybody who plays heavies in the game automatically has an advantage. And I'm sorry if you play like the lightweight class, because that's just terrible. I played the medium weight because I like the AK, but I mean, at that point in this game, you might as well go ahead and play the heavy class because there's no point of trying to play any other class because the game's so fucking busted. But I guess this game's fucking dead. I mean, the main person who makes videos on this game, I think, is now I don't know because I don't follow the finals, but from like the first season or so, I seen this guy and he was like the main person for the game to make content on, and his name is like Shock. He's basically like this Raid Away type dude for this game, and I don't know if you guys watch Raid Away on Call of Duty, but that's pretty much what he is.
Yeah, Shock.
Yeah.
I see him.
You know,
That's cringe.
he was averaging a couple 100,000 views, but now he's just like averaging barely 30 on like a good day. It's just, I mean, it's not sad to see this game die. I mean, it's well deserved, but I mean, they're on season 3 and nobody fucking cares about this game anymore.
Rightfully so, because it ain't interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's a boring ass game that just is not fun. It's way too competitive, and people want to sit there and say, well, it's casual. It's not fucking casual. It's not.
No.
And they should have had a TDM or a free-for-all on day one. I'm sorry. They should have.
Yeah.
They should have.
Or a custom game, maybe.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys.
I
Okay,
know.
that is not the last topic. I am so sorry.
X.
Yes, I forgot about this fucking dead ass game because that's what we do with this game. We forget. So I forgot to mention X Defiant. So that's going to be our last topic.
The biggest disappointment of the year.
Yeah.
Again, me and Spectral was so excited for this game. It just fucking blew up in our face. I mean,
Oh my god! I mean it. All over our face.
and again, this is another Ubisoft game, so to be expected. So basically, if I'm correct, they're still on season 2 or season 1 or whatever because they did that fucking preseason. I don't keep track of all these like seasons and shit. So yeah, it is in fact season. I can't find it. Why the fuck can I not find it? I don't know. It's one of the seasons. I don't know. Season 1. Yeah, season 1.
Yeah.
Even though there's already a season before, but it's the preseason. Whatever. Anyways, what I say at this point? The game's fucking.
So apparently, supposedly it will be shutting down. I guess.
Yeah. That's the rumors right now. The fucking Ubisoft businessmen or whatever you want to call them at this point, they're pretty much not happy. They're not happy with Ubisoft. They're pulling the cord. I mean, the game's not going to get updates and it's getting shut down. And again,
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to play it anymore.
this is what happens to live service games. That's why I don't like them, because no matter whether you spent $10,000 or spent $70 to buy the game, if it shuts down, you're done. Everything.
It's over.
Yeah, you make memories in the game, but it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I should be able to play the game 20 years down the road. I should.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be such a problem if there was fucking custom game with bots. But no.
Exactly.
But no. Well, you see, we don't think that would be something nobody'd really like. Well, you know what? You're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Also, if you go over to the Ubisoft channel, let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, so, their newest thing here. Oh, damn. Outlaws. Their newest video that they've uploaded on the Ubisoft channel, where they update, like, have all the trailers and shit, is an X Defiant video. Now, keep in mind, this is 4 days old. Normally, like an update video or a new map video would pull, at least 100K. This only has 13K views in the last 4 days.
Oh jeez.
This game is, and the map looks, I don't know, it looks exactly the same like every other map. I don't know about the art style in this game, but it just feels all the same. I don't know.
Feels very Gen Z like.
And all the freaking like gunplay in this game, like most of the weapons feel the same too. That's another thing.
Yeah.
So
And that's about it.
yeah,
And again, I'm kind of done with multiplayer at this point. I'm just gonna stick to single player game. Single player game. Yep. Whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm done trying to make at this point.
basically what he's saying, he's gonna try to stick to single player games for the most part.
Why? Why is it like cutting out? I don't understand it.
I don't know.
I don't.
I'm pretty much the same way. I'm going to stick to mostly single player games as well. Obviously, I'm still going to be playing my co-op games, so Resident Evil 5 co-op, all that shit. And I will continue to play Lethal Company until eventually I just get so pissed off at the game I'm done. But
Yeah.
as of right now, I still have intentions to playing it, and some games like it. And hopefully eventually, I mean, I'm not saying I want a replacement by no means, but hopefully we do get a game kind of like Lethal Company that we can start playing sooner or later. Again.
I mean, we could try out content warning one day.
That is a game I've heard a lot of good stuff about. I don't know if it's good or not, but...
I mean, it's not as good as Lethal Company, but it's good.
I mean, there's also games like that ghost hunting game that looks kind of fun, too. I forget the name of that. Paranoia, or...
I think James died. He ain't talking.
Oh, yeah, I'm back. I had to do something really quick.
Oh,
He had to take it.
So,
we was talking about maybe trying content warning sooner or later.
oh yeah, that would be fun. The game is dead, but it's still relatively good game.
Damn.
I mean,
Zeker's killed content warning.
damn.
Yeah.
I guess they had their warning.
Yep.
So
But
anyways, one last
There
little
we
thing
go.
to send it off here. I think Mr. Spectral had a message to say.
Glide and jump. Glide and jump. Oh my god, damn! You see it? You see how it cut out there? Like,
Yeah.
when I scream too loud, it's fucking dog shit.
I don't know. It's weird. Hopefully you get it figured out sooner or later, though.
Maybe if I just talk like this for... Yeah,
It's still
See,
doing it.
I speak for a few seconds, and it just cuts out. I don't get it.
I guess your speeches don't have to be like 2 seconds long.
I'm gonna have to experiment with it because I don't know. Yeah, next time when I'm just by myself, I will have to get a call, and yeah, maybe I can do it on my phone next time.
Possibly.
That would be, yeah, because
Maybe.
the phone mic doesn't lag at all.
Yeah.
That's what I might do next time,
Yeah.
and that means I got more free time. So,
Oh yeah.
and I could be a lot more loud.
Yeah.
All right, I guess
Um,
this is it.
Yeah, so this was episode 4. Again, it might have been more of a boringer episode or a shorter episode, but hopefully episode 5 will be the spark of fire that we need. And, you
Or
know,
should I say the Zekers special?
Episode 5, the
Oh,
lethal rant.
now that's going to be
you,
the
hey,
good
you
shit.
know what? We'll just make episode 5 the Yeah.
Yeah.
The Zeker's rant the whole entire time.
Yep.
Also, I do want to mention one thing. We do want to experiment with this later on in the podcast, but I was thinking about maybe trying to do mini reviews, like of games and movies and stuff in the show.
And rankings.
And rankings, yes, because pretty soon we might be doing a little Scream ranking.
Oh yeah.
We might just either like agree on one ranking, or we might just do both of our own, you know, or each our own. But anyways, but yeah, again, episode 5, we don't know when it's gonna come out. Hopefully sooner than later, but you know, again, it's just when we all have time we can get together.
me and you, if James still isn't available, we might do it tomorrow.
Possibly. But yeah, hopefully this episode gets uploaded sooner than later as well. Mr. Ghostly
this was
here.
recorded on September 2nd, so
It's gonna be like fucking the next year of September 7th. Or yeah, fuck, the 2nd. Jeez. I can't speak.
yeah,
Ugh.
today was the day that World War II ended.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't even think about that.
So World War II, so yeah, 1944 was 80 years ago.
Unfortunately, the War of Seekers will still continue, though.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
And let me tell you, it is
Alright.
going to be a big, big podcast. So make sure to tune in for
It
episode
is.
5.
It is going to be bloody,
Volcano.
explosive.
But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed our new host here. Or not host, but my God, our new guest. Or
New member.
new member. Fuck it. I don't know what I'm saying. I need a nap or something. I don't know. Maybe. But
I wonder what the thumbnail is going to look like for this episode.
Fucking X-Defiant. I don't know.
No, Concord should be the thumbnail.
Anyways, guys, this has been your boy Ghostly.
And and this has been Spectral.
I've been me.
Yeah! So we will see you next time. Peace, people.
All right, see ya.